The fact that you're still alive, still on this earth even though it's been challenging and rough and sometimes you get discouraged and uninspired to keep going. God has a plan. You will grow through what you go through. Don't be sad, be grateful. Don't dwell, do. Don't complain, create. We got this. As long as there's breath in my lungs, there's hope in our hearts, and giving up is not an option. You and I, and we, no matter what your unique situation, your storm, your struggle, your trauma, your abuse, your wounds, your scars. No matter what they are, you are not a product of your past. You are not a product of your environment or your current unique situation. But you are always a product of how do we navigate through our storm. And so we're all waiting for perfect. It's an illusion that will never come true. It's an excuse to never show up and play. Your story is not meant to be your fortress. Your story is meant to be your fuel. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind. That dream is not going to wait and say take a breather. It's going to say come catch me. Catch me if you can. You got to block out all the noise around you that's going to tell you you can't do it. Just believe that you can. Tell yourself, I am more than my circumstances. I am more than my demons. I am great and I will give my gift to the world because this is what I was born to do. Go get it, son, go get it. Be sweet, go get it. Be sweet, go get it, son. If you're going to see it, if you're going to see breakthrough, then you are going to have to be okay with the process that is required. The one thing you need to do to go where you've never gone before, to have what you've never had before, is to change the way you think. You're at the edge watching someone else's life, wondering what it's going to be like when you jump without ever jumping, and I'm just here to tell you jump. Believe that you can. Believe it's possible for you to have it. Don't lay on your back. Anything that comes your way, you've got to be prepared to accept the challenge and go through it. And stop thinking about the negative. Stop talking about the negative. Ask yourself, what would amazing look like for you? As long as that heart is pumping blood, you're not dead yet. They haven't put rose petals on your box yet. Make sure every breath you take counts for something. Continue to pursue purpose, and we all got a purpose. Every one of you here in this room were born to not just exist but to experience life. Every one of you in this room was born to leave your fingerprints on history. 9 years ago, I did something that changed my life, and I encourage you to do the same. I took a piece of paper and wrote down my dreams and goals, then slapped it on my bathroom mirror. Every single day, I would wake up and look at it. I would ask myself, is every choice and decision I make helping to make my dream real, or is it destroying it? If the choices I made were helping my dream, I knew I was on the right path. That's the choice for me. But if the choices we're making are destroying our dreams, that's not the choice for you. You have to learn to become mission, goal, and dream-oriented, not impulsive in the moment. It's like when you look in a rearview mirror and see the words, objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. I need every one of you young men and young ladies to understand that your dreams and your goals are right there in front of you. They are closer than you can imagine, even beyond your wildest dreams. I don't care if you're in 7th grade or a senior right now, what you want to become and achieve is right there. Just like the message in a rearview mirror that says, objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Your dreams are within reach. Whether you want to be a doctor, a teacher, a scientist, a cardiologist, a cosmetologist, an athlete, an entertainer, or a musician, it's all right in front of you. But remember, the choices and decisions you make will determine how you get there. And we need to stop letting the opinions of people who don't truly value you hold you back. Don't let their thoughts prevent you from pursuing your dreams with everything you've got. Your dreams are right there in front of you. It's the choices and decisions you make that act as the currency for those dreams. Your decisions are the currency that buys your dreams. Prioritizing your life is the currency that will help you achieve them. What you do is what's going to matter. Some of you need to stop playing around and recognize that this is your moment. Don't give yourself away for something you're not just to fit in. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. I know these are real issues, and you're wrestling through life, trying to figure out up and down, left and right, and where you're going. But I'm telling you, right now, on this day, in this month, in this school, I'm talking to you. This is your moment to change. This is your moment to realize you don't have to be what anyone else expects you to be. You can be you and become what you want to become. Those dreams and goals that may seem larger than life? Good. That's exactly what I want you to go after. Don't let the fear of failure or the fear of not being perfect hold you back. You won't be perfect. You will make mistakes. But I promise you this, you'll never know if you can sink or swim unless you jump in the water. Anyone who says something is impossible hasn't tapped into the power of their will. You can't just follow the crowd and expect to achieve greatness. You need to do something different, something extra. Listen to me, you have to think about it all the time. You need to think about it when you're sleeping, breathe it all the time, and visualize it constantly. You need to be constantly transforming. Now is not the time to give in or give up. Now is the time to double down. When you start to doubt yourself, lose faith, or question what's coming next, remember that nothing will come from this if you lack the faith and the will to push forward. The difference between impossibility and possibility is a matter of will. Those who get the job done have the will to make it happen. So many of us are too focused on the how. We often say that the how is too cumbersome, daunting, or challenging, and that's why we don't want to tackle it. But the how doesn't matter as much as the why. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. People asked me, would you let success change you? The truth is, it's not about whether success will change you. You need to change first in order to achieve success. Change happens before success. If you want the impossible to become possible for you, you have to be willing to change. You've got to believe in yourself and make it happen. No more waiting for it to happen, no more blaming, no more excuses. No more accepting mediocrity. Stop blaming your parents, your neighborhood, your partner. Stop blaming anyone. Start grinding. The only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that the successful person tried one more time. Understand that you are a unique individual, and it's up to you to make it happen. You have everything you need within you. Find a mirror right now and tell yourself, I'm possible. I'm possible. I'm possible. What seems impossible is achievable for those who believe. Stop focusing on others and start focusing on yourself. Not everything will go the way you want it to, and that's okay. Understand that struggle is a necessary part of the journey. Weakness will come, but everything you're enduring right now is meant to teach you, not to break you. You don't have to give in to your circumstances, but you can learn from them. Give your best effort, but don't succumb to weakness or the temptation to give up. There's nothing to be gained from satisfying misery. Instead, satisfy your hunger to become more than you are today. Turn the impossible into the possible. How long will it take for you to respond and get back to your grind, back to your dreams? Adversity hit last time, and you quit. Adversity hit last time and you threw in the towel? Not this time. No, because you're stronger. Not this time, because you're smarter. Not this time, because you're more determined. When was the last time you believed in yourself? You've believed in everybody else. You've bled, cried, and suffered for so long. The moment you accept that shifting your perspective can change your life, you'll see that your perspective is not just your present, it's your passport, it's your plane to a better future. You've got to have the grit and the tenacity to push forth and give a little bit more than what you have right now. You've got to sacrifice your feelings. You've got to sacrifice your emotions. You've got to sacrifice your sleep. You've got to sacrifice your old way of thinking. You've got to sacrifice your old way of doing. You've got to sacrifice your old way of being. You've got to sacrifice the old you so you can become the new you. You've got to make sacrifices if you ever want the impossible to become possible for you. You have to work diligently. You have to believe that there's more work that has to be done day in and day out. Sometimes you may even feel defeated, but just because you feel defeated doesn't mean that you are. You may be depleted, but you're not defeated, and you have to have the will to carry on. This message is for everybody and anybody that has enough guts to believe that they were born to make a difference, that they were born to make history. I refuse to be average. I'm allergic to average. I was born to leave a mark. Impossible is possible. So, continue to fight forward. Continue to believe in yourself. Hold on to the possibilities. Get away from the negativity. Push yourself, believe in yourself, and go as far as you can. Your world, this journey, is a beautiful picture. Every one of you is drawing a picture with your life. You're the artist, your hands and your feet are the paintbrushes, and the choices and decisions you're making right now are the paint strokes. You can paint whatever picture you want to paint. You can become whatever you want to become. But your choices and decisions that you're making right now matter. If I could slow down and make choices that build and don't destroy, if I could make choices that grow and don't tear down, if I could learn to feed positivity and starve negativity, my life could change. Hard work works. Make good choices, and great things happen. Hard work. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. Hard work works. We can't cut corners. Every A isn't an A, and what I mean by that is, you can jump on Google if you want to just to get the answer, but you're not robbing your teachers, you're not robbing your parents, you're not robbing the school. The only person that you're robbing is you because you're trying to take shortcuts. Not every A is an A. Hard work works. And the great thing about hard work, especially in our culture, is that our world is lazy. Everybody will talk about it, everybody will post about it, but not too many people want to do it. And if you will just find the courage to begin to chase your dream, to make choices that build, to put in the work, by default, instantly separates you from the crowd because most people are lazy. Everybody talks and posts, but not too many people want to roll up their sleeves and go. Hard work will always outwork talented people who don't want to work hard. You can control you. You can't control what they think of you, and you can't control what they're doing, but you can control yourself. And hard work will always outwork talented people who really don't want to work hard. Every one of you, no matter where you're at on the spectrum of this journey of life, you can absolutely take your life with full authority and become whatever you want to become. Diamonds are made beautifully. Diamonds come from coal, and through pressure and heat, an immense transformation occurs. From that dirt, those coal mines, and all the dangers of that struggle and stress, something amazing happens. Some of you have been going through a lot. Some things have been intentional. Some things are just what you were dealt in life that you had no control over. But what I'm telling you, regardless of the circumstances and what you've been going through, is that there is beauty in the ashes. Remember the time when you wanted more. Remember the time when there were people in your life who did not believe in you. Remember the time when you honestly gave up on the possibilities of the uniqueness you had inside. Remember when you complained so much, but yet did so little. There comes a point in your life when you must recognize that there is more to be done than just complaining about it. You have to realize that you don't have any other opportunities waiting for you if you're not willing to work for the first opportunity that's been given to you. You don't have a lot of time left, so there's no reason to complain. You're not even in a position to complain. You have to figure out that there has to be another idea about you. And you have to understand that there has to be something even greater and more challenging waiting for you. If you're not willing to step outside of your comfort zone, if you're not willing to understand the principles and the possibilities that you have within yourself, then everything that you are striving for, everything that you are hungry for, will soon come to an end. Now, I'm not here to preach to you about this. I'm here to let you know that there are things going on around you right now that are far greater than your complaining. You're complaining about so much, but yet you show no action. If you could trade places with someone right now, the person you're trading places with may have it just a little bit tougher than you have it going on in your life right now. So many people are suffering from so many things in this world at this moment, but yet you're complaining. So many people in this world right now wish they could trade places with you, but yet you're still complaining. You don't have the right to just give up. You don't have the right to throw in the towel and say that it's over for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to understand that the reason you are existing in this world right now is because you have things that must be done, and only certain people are qualified to take it to the level it needs to be taken to. There should never be a limitation on wherever it is that you are seeking, how far you are willing to travel, or how far you are willing to go. Sometimes people tend to get a little lazy. Sometimes people like to put themselves in this small box and just say that they are okay with where they are. There can never be just an okay when it comes to life. There should never be a complacent mindset. How do we evolve? How do you evolve? How do you grow? One thing about success is that there are going to be many struggles, many challenges, and many things that you may not even understand. But you've got to go back to where it started. Remember when you wanted more because you cannot satisfy your hunger with negative energy. Being negative doesn't help you to grow. Being doubtful doesn't give you the power that you need. You have to come to a point in your life where you realize that there are things going on that are testing you. And maybe you may be in a position where you feel that you are broken or that you're going to be broken. But I'm here to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, that you are built to last. I'm here to let you know that you don't have the right to complain anymore. I'm here to let you know that you've got to keep on living and living strong. I dare you to take a trip to your local hospital. If you have the opportunity to walk down those corridors and witness so many different people, different age groups, different ethnicities, you will see that each one of these individuals is fighting something. They are dealing with some type of sickness, and some of these sicknesses they may not be able to recover from. I dare you to walk down a neighborhood where many people are homeless, have no place to go, no food to eat, and barely even have clothes on their backs. I dare you to realize that maybe you don't have it so bad after all. Maybe it's time for you to recognize that your troubles are not that bad. Maybe it's time for you to get away from the drama in your life. Maybe it's time for you to stop chasing misery and start chasing your dreams. Reconnect with yourself because this is not the time for you to be wasting, putting yourself back instead of pushing yourself forward. Ladies and gentlemen, you have so much to offer, so much to give, so much to do. But sitting around waiting for it to happen will only keep you in neutral. You have to electrify the desire that you once had. So, the next time you feel like complaining, worrying, or being overly concerned with things that don't necessarily concern you, ask yourself, is it making you better? Is it taking you higher? Are you going further, or are you just being complacent, complaining, worrying, and doing things that are not beneficial for you? Are you going to realize that maybe climbing that mountain takes a bit more work than just having something handed to you? Are you going to be the person who understands that when you reach the top of the mountain, it doesn't stop there? You have to figure out another way to go even higher. You have to electrify yourself and gather all the necessary things within you to start doing what you need to do. So, when the time comes, you can kick down that door and move towards the possibilities of being the best version of yourself. Don't lose yourself in things that won't give you the strength and understanding that you matter. Don't lose yourself in fear. Don't lose yourself in doubt. Dare yourself to be better. Dare yourself to be unique. Dare yourself to be the best possibility that the world has yet to see.
To start the day yet. I just wanna stay, even if we run late. This morning let's take our time. Everybody needs a break, right? Sometimes